Hello, I'm Felicity Brand, aka Flickstar. Welcome to this short video introducing you to the Typo 3 step-by-step guides. Here are the things we'll cover. We'll look at why we're creating these and the need they address, the unique features of what makes a step-by-step guide, the resources you'll need, including a template and the GitHub repository, and why we need you and your contributions. So first off, why are we even creating these step-by-step guides? The official Typo 3 documentation is an excellent resource. It is extensive. It is both broad and in some cases it is really quite deep. Step-by-step guides are for hands-on learners who want to get something done without needing to know everything first. If we look at the Diataxis framework, which is a way of looking at technical documentation, these quadrants show the difference between acquiring knowledge and applying it, and understanding or cognition versus action. The current Typo 3 documentation pretty much covers 3 of these 4 quadrants. We have excellent reference information, we have explanations about features, and there are some how-to guides and what we call tutorials. The step-by-step guides sit in this quadrant where action and acquiring knowledge meet. So step-by-step guides are going to complement the official documentation through practical learning. And they are meeting the need of just show me what to do for newcomers wanting to get started with Typo 3. So what do step-by-step guides look like? They have some very clearly defined principles. Step-by-step guides show one clear path to do a task. We don't want to show lots of alternatives because that can make things muddy. Typo 3 is very flexible and there are lots of different ways you can approach some problems. With step-by-step guides, we're showing just one way. It doesn't have to be best practice, it's just one way to get a thing done. Another key principle of step-by-step guides is hands-on learning. And we want to do minimal explanations. So we want to abstract any deep or wordy explanations by linking out to the documentation or to other resources where you know that is already written down and explained. Another key principle is that they have a repeatable outcome. Learners should be presented with something they can see at the end. They're looking at something they've built, and they should be able to follow that same process the next day and achieve the same outcome. To achieve these principles, they have a very consistent format. Each guide covers one task only. If you know the single responsibility principle, that might be a familiar concept. They include predefined headings for steps, outcomes, and listing further resources. They use very clear active language, lots of verbs, which are doing words. And we link out for deeper context and further explanation. So we've got some resources to help create these step-by-step guides. First of all, there is a dedicated repository in GitHub. This is the homepage and you can come here to learn or to contribute. The guides are structured according to a predefined set of learning phases. You can see that in the menu on the left here with getting started, building websites, advanced implementation, and so on. We have a registry page, which is a listing of all the guides. And here we have our contributors guide, which gives you all the instructions to create a step-by-step guide. Included in the contributors guide is the template. So as mentioned, we've got our predefined headings, so that gives you a structure and something to follow to create your guide. Each of these sections is explained with tips and tricks on how to write each section in the contributors guide. And here is where you come in. You don't need to be a Typo 3 expert to contribute. If you have solved a problem in a clear, clean, repeatable way, please write it down in one of our guides, because every guide is going to help someone learn faster. And this is what we want to do. We want to encourage more people getting started with Typo 3. It's going to be your way of giving back. You'll be able to grow your skills, because the fastest way to learn something is to teach it. And you'll be helping other Typo 3 learners. So thank you very much.